Hey everyone, Crash and Crash Customs, Lake Havasu, Arizona. Moving forward on the 1968 Oldsmobile 442 numbers matching car. I sprayed the inside floors, quarters, roof skin with sealer and two different versions of lizard skin. I still have some miscellaneous rust repair spots to hit before I start body working the body. Things in the channel, trunk here, a couple other ones. But I do have a new panel for right here, which you can see it's rusted through, obviously, and it even looks like some of the inner structure is going to need to be repaired. Still looking for a steel dash piece, but I'm feeling like busting out that big panel, drill out the spot welds, prep the new piece, and weld it in, and mark that big last panel off the to-do list. Let's do it. I'm hoping all the spot welds are drilled. 86 so far, and through the beauty of editing, I got them all right the first time, and this will just bust loose with the air hammer. It's off now. That's just how it goes. They get mangled up, but it doesn't matter. We're replacing it. You can just see this was never coated, painted, primed, or anything from the factory. You can tell it was bare metal, brand new. And I have lots of cleanup to do. Edges need to be cleaned up, straightened, rust removed. These pieces need to come off. There's new ones attached to the new panel. It just The big panel just came off easier with these staying attached. These had spot welds underneath this panel that were hidden. So, and this, I gotta clean this up. Hopefully it's strong enough that I can repair these holes. If not, then I'll make a filler panel to weld in. Let me show you something. I had heard back in the day that GM had a 1/2 inch or more tolerance when they were putting bodies together. So if you look here, this rust line, right, to the edge of the firewall, that's probably over 1/2 inch on the passenger side. Scroll on up to the driver's side, and it's more like 1/8. So I mean, when we took the car apart, everything looked aligned, but that's how they built them. They built them to be realigned, misaligned. You know what I'm saying. That's why when you take these cars apart, you see like, 1/2 inch of shims on the fender mounts on one side, and only like a 1/16 of a shim on the other side. So we're gonna put it back in, and put it back in how they did it, right, to their alignment, because they align this. There's a fender bolt that goes in here. If we align it to the edge of the firewall, it could throw off the alignment of the door to the fender and the hood. So I'm just going to do it exactly how they did it, because when the car rolled in, gaps looked good. brushed rust converter where there was light surface rust in here, because again, another spot that never got any kind of primer or sealer when they built the car. Cowl piece, holes are punched for spot welding. That's ready. I did have to take this caged nut from the original one. The new piece did not have it, but fortunately the cage was not rusty and it popped out and pretty much popped in with a little persuasion. This is ready to be final fitted, spot welded in. Fully welded, ground down smooth. Time to seal up the edges. I'll be sealing the sides, front, but not where the windshield goes, because I still have to mess with the top of the dash. And this is what I usually use. SEM 29392. It's never let me down. Came out super nice. Let's do it. Seal it up. All seams sealed up. Like I said, front and sides, not there because obviously I'm still doing the top of the dash piece. But that is all the steps in replacing the upper cowl panel on an A body. 442, 68, 69, I'm sure 70 to 72 is the same. Next step is to sand this, prime it. That will happen when the rest of this gets body worked. We obviously have way more to go on the 68442 project. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll keep bringing you weekly content on all the projects that are going on in the shop. I appreciate it.